Hello, good evening. My name is Nuno João. I'm a General Manager of Your Way Education. We are a study abroad company. We are focused on premium high school programs. And we have today one of our favorite schools and our students as well, Thornton Academy from Maine. And I have here Katy with us, and she will talk about the school. We started with this wonderful video. You have a glance of Thornton Academy. It's a big school, 1,500 students. Is that right, so, Katy? So you have 20 subjects, 50 sports, a lot of activities to pursue your dreams. And Katy will show a presentation with us, and then we have some questions. You can post some questions in through the chat, and I will ask some questions to Katy as well. So, Katy, thank you for being here with us.
Great. Yeah, well, thank you for having me. Your Way is one of our favorite agencies to work with as well.
Thank you.
And we really enjoy bringing students from all around the world to Thornton Academy. So just like Nuno said, we offer a lot of different things, and you're going to get to see that in the presentation here. And do you think they can see that right now, or start? There we go.
I can start. Okay.
Here we go. Excellent. And so really, what we believe at Thornton Academy is that you can be who you are and become who you want to be. And so as we, go through the presentation, I'll sort of weave that language into it. So getting started, you can see here at Thornton Academy is an old school. We were founded in 1811, so over 200 years ago. And on this screen, you also see our 4 core values or pillars of respect, responsibility, compassion, and investment. And like I mentioned, we have a really large, diverse student body with students from all over the world that have many different interests. And we use these pillars to make sure that we have a unified student body that really supports each other. And the students really have a great community of people to be with. So this is a little just real quickly about me. I have done a lot of different things here at Thornton Academy. I've been a teacher. I run our summer programs, which we'll talk about a little bit later. I was a coach. I advised our ski club and different things. And I also now am a parent of 2 kids that attend the school as well. So, that story of doing lots of different things at our school is very typical. And you'll see as we go through the presentation that we have teachers and dorm parents and staff that really have a lot of longevity and that believe fully in what our school has to offer. So where are we? So we are in a great location, in my opinion. We are located in Maine, which is the safest state in the US. It's also the most northeast state, so it's very close to Europe. You can fly into Boston or into Portland, Maine. And from Lisbon to Boston is probably only a 6-7 hour flight.
Yeah, 6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours.
It's not so far.
And from Azores is even.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
4
Oh, yeah.
hours.
So close. I know. Yeah, a lot of my friends have been there. I have not been there yet. So anyway, hopefully soon. But yes, and we are located 90 minutes from Boston. So it's really easy to get to the airport. If you can have a nonstop flight into Boston, it's an easy, we'll come and pick you up with our van. So that's really easy. We're also located close to the city of Portland, Maine, which has about 70,000 people. There's also an airport there, but it's a really nice cosmopolitan city with lots of great restaurants and shopping. It's right on the ocean. We're about 5 minutes. Our campus is about 5 minutes from the ocean. It's a beautiful place to be. And this is our campus, speaking of. So you can see it's very green, very large, lots of trees. It's a very safe place to be. We have 4 dormitories total. 3 of them are over here. One of them is down, just off the picture by this blue car. And then all of our classroom buildings are in the middle. We have a gymnasium, a library, dining hall, technology center, arts center, STEM wing, and then all of our sports fields back here as well. So there's a little bit of everything on campus. And then another nice thing about our campus is that there are things that the students can walk to. So within a 10-minute walk, you can go to the downtown that has cafes and restaurants. You can go to Starbucks. You can go to a grocery store. You can go to other fast food restaurants. There's a pharmacy right across the street. So there's lots of things that the students can do. And as long as their grades are good and they're well behaved, then they are able to go off campus when they have free time. They have to ask permission and let the dorm parents know where they're going. But they do get to have freedom to sort of do different things, which is really nice, I think.
Yeah.
Some quick facts about us. So Maine is the #1 most peaceful state in the United States. As Nuno mentioned, we have about 1,500 or 1,550 total students. It kind of goes up and down a little bit here. We're actually grades 6 through 12, but most of our international students are in the high school, which for us is 9 through 12. We have about 13% international students, and this is something I think is really nice too. Most of the students are American students. So in your classes, your sports teams, your clubs, you're going to have mostly American students. Some awards that we have won recently. So in 2020 and 2021, we were voted the best private school in Maine. We're ranked in the top 2% in the US for high school athletics. We're an Apple Distinguished School, which means that we're in the top 400 or so in the world for having excellent leadership and technology education. So we have other schools come to send their teachers to learn from our teachers what they're doing with technology in the classroom. Last year, we were voted a top 5 boarding school in North America. And Maine is the safest state in the country. So I think that's really important. Obviously, as parents, as individuals, we all want to be safe, and Maine is a very safe place to be. For our academics, at Thornton Academy, you get a lot of different choice. So there's over 200 total classes that the students get to choose from. AP courses, which AP is the highest level of class that you offer in the United States. It's like a university level class. We have 26 of them, which is a lot. It's more than any student could do. No one could take all 26 at any point. We do offer English language learning classes if necessary. Students are not required to take these. We give everyone an English test upon arrival. We offer 6 world languages. And then these are some of our specialty classes down here too. So the way it works is there's 8 classes total. Everyone has to do 1 math, 1 science, 1 social studies, and 1 history every year. And then there's 4 other classes that the students get to choose what they want to do. So there's a lot of choice for them to really, again, here we go, be who they are, because they're choosing the classes that are going to help them be successful in the future. Visual and Performing Arts is one of our stronger programs. So we offer a lot of different classes. We have a full 4-year dance program. We have an orchestra. We have excellent visual arts classes. And we have a lot of students that will go on to be artists and to become professional, musicians or dancers or, actors in the future. I was just chatting with a mother of a student from Spain, Hugo. He was with us, He was with us for 5 years, actually. He started in grade 8, and he is now studying graphic design at an art college in Maryland in the US. And so, yeah, that's a pretty typical story that we've got a lot of students that will go on to, art colleges too. In addition to that, we already talked about the Apple Distinguished School, but we have a really strong technology program. So in addition to all of our teachers, using technology effectively in the classroom, we have a lot of different classes like computer science, 3D art and animation, digital design. We have a whole new media center where these classes are held too. Athletics are one of our stronger program. I know that one of our students from Portugal last year was on our tennis team. Yep, which I used to be the tennis coach, so that's something that's near and dear to my heart also.
Sure.
But we have a lot of different sports, and we have many different sports teams too. So even if you want to try something for the first time, or if you're an experienced player, there's different teams for you to be on. And so we really encourage anyone to try something new. If you do have a specific sport that you're interested in, let us know, and we can, sort of talk with you more about that. Or you can go to our website, thorntonacademy.org, and there's lots of information about the different sports teams. And we're trying to put up little videos about each team. So we're in the process. Some of them are up. Some of them are coming right now. Working on that.
Golf, for example, you offer golf.
Yes.
Golf is interesting, and not only the American Classic, but also cheerleading is a sport in the or a club.
Cheerleading counts as a sport. So it does. So in the fall, we have two seasons of cheerleading. In the fall, it's more like a club, although they do practice like every day after school, like a team would, and they do, strength, and they have to do the routines that they do are pretty intense. And then in the winter, it's a sport, and it really is because they do these routines that involve like gymnastics and tumbling, and they're lifting people up, and like so it's definitely a sport. And actually our cheerleading has gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
it's not one of our stronger programs for a while, but we have a good coach now, and so it's a lot better. And the golf team is very good. We've had some really good international golfers. We had a girl from Indonesia that was one of our top golfers that went on to play golf at Purdue University, which is a top, both university and athletic program. And then we have a boy from Mexico who is now playing at the professional level in Mexico too. So we've had some really good golfers that have come through our program. So. Clubs, here we go. So we've got some really great clubs. Wherever you're going to go to university, universities are looking, particularly in the US, but I think globally, universities are looking for well-rounded students. And so this idea of being who you are is not unique to Thornton Academy. And so we recommend that our students get involved in clubs to meet friends, to explore their interests, and to really build a resume that a college is going to want to, accept you for. And so we have all these different clubs. You can see some pictures here. And I always like to point out that the girl that's reading over here, this is Fani, and she is from Hungary. And she was with us for a couple years. She just finished. She went to college in Amsterdam and just finished her bachelor's degree. She's taking a gap year right now, and she'll be attending the London School of Economics next fall, where she'll be pursuing a master's degree. And so, she got a great foundation of education at Thornton Academy, and I think just is continuing to do really well. So, and there she is with one of our volunteering clubs. So, and then our boarding life, I think, is really great too. So like I said, we have 4 dormitories on campus. Most of our dorm rooms have 2 students in them. Some have 3, some have 1, but the vast majority have 2. We have a lot of families that live on campus. I think this is something that's special about our program. This year, we have 25 different countries that are represented. We do have 1 student from Portugal, which we're really excited about, and some from Brazil, too. And then we have a nurse that is dedicated for our residential life program. And I think that that's something that is really great, too. So we've got modern, nice dormitories and great families that live there.
And all dorm families are teachers, correct?
Yeah, exactly. And I think this is something that really makes our program stand out. Yeah. So it says here, all of our dorm families are teachers, and they are all, they're all teachers, they're all families. So there are kids that live in the dorms, there are pets that live in the dorms. And so one of our dorms, for example, is Trojan Hall. And there are 4 families that live there. The Nelson family, Mr. Nelson is our geography teacher. In the Parody family, Mrs. Parody is our director of residential life. In the Robert family, Mrs. Robert is our middle school principal, and Mr. Hersey from the other family is a science teacher. And so you've got science, you have geography, you've got all these things. And all 4 of those families have been living in the dorm for over 10 years. And so that is their home. Like they really are committed to Thornton Academy, to taking care of the students. They clearly love it because they've been there for over 10 years. And they also have a lot of experience. And so, I mean, every year there's something new, right? Like every year there's a new problem that we've never encountered before, but they have a lot of experience. And so when a kid is homesick, when a kid is struggling in class, like they know what to do because they've done that before. And they're all parents themselves. And so they're able to treat, the kids, the dorm students, like they're their own children. So yeah, I think that's really awesome. This is a little bit about our weekend activities, and we're going to have a chance to dive in and see a real weekend schedule in a couple minutes. But you've got some great pictures here, and we do a lot to really keep the students busy. So during the school week, they're busy with classes and clubs and sports. And then on the weekends, we just offer a lot of activities too. And this is something I know that that families really appreciate, is having, this wide variety of opportunities. School vacations, we'll talk about this real briefly. There are 4 school vacations. One is when the only time that the dorms are closed is at Christmas, which is 2 weeks at the end of December. A student from Portugal most likely would go home because the flight is not so long. During the other vacations, the students are able to stay if they want to. If they do want to go home, they can. If your family is coming to the US, you can go on vacation with them. That's fine too. If you have family or friends in the US, they can go there too, whatever. If they do stay, there is a small fee for that, but it covers meals, activities, and supervisions. And it's only $60 a day, which, the cost of food right now, like it's not that bad of a deal. So yeah, there you go. Okay, university preparation too. We do a lot to prepare
Very
students.
important for our parents and students. Sorry to interrupt.
Great. No. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear this. Yeah. And so this is something that is important to us too, because, our motto, like I said, is be who you are and become who you want to be. And so this idea of becoming who you want to be is very wrapped up in this university process. And so when our students arrive on campus, whether that be in grade 9, 10, 11, or even 12, we'll start immediately with that university process. So we have like placement exams that we do. We have like personality tests to help students figure out like what they're interested in, what they might want to study at university. And then we help them to find a school or a program that's going to be the right fit for them. So we have students that go on to top universities in the US, but we're really looking for what the right fit is, whether that's the right fit financially, whether that's the right fit for the program that they're looking for, whether it's in the United States or in a different country. Like our university advisors will help them through that entire process. So this is some of them over here. And the woman in black is Mrs. Serrano, and she works with most of our international students at this point. And so she will work with your student one-on-one to, get to know them and then help them through that entire process. So that is something that we take very seriously. We also have some really great university partnerships, and some of them we are just starting, and so they unfortunately did not make this slide. But we've got 2 here with the University of Maine and the University of New England. And then we have 3 others that we just started with Florida Tech, the University of Missouri, and SUNY, which is the State University of New York. Yep. So with those 3, we have an automatic scholarship with. So if a student graduates from Thornton Academy, then they're going to automatically receive a scholarship. The details are different depending on each university, so I won't talk too much about it. Just know that it's a great, sort of investment in your future to come to Thornton Academy, because you can get this automatic scholarship, and then it's almost like you're saving it can be a year's worth of tuition by the time you're done with all 4 years. So it's a great deal. They're great schools, and it's nice just to sort of have those. And you can continue to apply to other schools if you want to, but you at least are guaranteed a place and a scholarship somewhere. So, yeah. And then we've got some, like I said, great university acceptances. Here we are at our graduation ceremony. but it's really about finding the right fit for the right student, and yeah, figuring where they want to go, as we help all of our students to be who they are and become who you want to be. So our wide range of classes, our incredible offerings in clubs and sports, and then our community of people that really support each other and encourage each other to really do what they want to do, really helps all of us, to be who you are and become who you want to be, at Thornton Academy. So,
thank you, Kathy.
I'm going to quickly go through this weekend activities sheet. It's a little bit small here, so hopefully you all can see it. You can see it. If you want, we can email this to you too. But I like showing this because this is really a real weekend schedule. So this is from a month ago, October 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. It was a long weekend because we had a national holiday. And so you can see at the top, we have all of our families, like I mentioned. They're there. You know exactly who to go to if you have a question when you need to check in or check out. We're telling you right here which family to check in with. You can see on Friday, we went to the mall. We had an open gym. We had an American football game. And there's a photo contest going on. Pretty cool. On Saturday, we made blankets. We had a fall fest. We went shopping in Portsmouth. We went out to dinner. We went on a Trail of Terror trip because we're getting ready for Halloween. On Sunday, we went bike riding. This is a really cool one. So we took a boat out to an island where the students are able to go bike riding around the island next to the ocean. So really cool.
Nice, very nice.
Very, very beautiful. Highly recommended. If you don't want to do that, maybe you want to go to the skate park. If you don't want to do that, maybe you want to decorate a scarecrow. There's a lot of different things you can do. These are not required, but they are, encouraged. Students are encouraged to do them. And then on our holiday, our national holiday, we had a group that went horseback riding, fun. We went hiking up a mountain. We went shopping. So in these, activities, there's a little bit of something for everyone.
Great. Do you want to talk about the summer program?
Yes,
if you can.
Our program. Yes.
You don't have a presentation, but you can share the screen.
Yes, I will do that too. So let me turn screen share on. There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. So yes, we have a really great summer program, and I'm actually the summer program director. So I go with the students on a lot of the summer program activities. You can see a couple of our girls here from a few years ago. The summer program is a really great opportunity for you to, get a taste of what I would say life is like at Thornton Academy and at boarding school before committing to something. So our program is unique because here, I'll go to our daily schedule. So what we offer is we offer academic classes in the morning, and I'll show you the class in a second. So you choose 2 classes that you get to do. And then we do an afternoon activity. So an example here, we go on a lobster boat cruise. Then we come back for dinner. And then in the evening, we do an evening activity like mini golf and ice cream. And then you've got a little bit of free time, and then we do lights out. And so all of these pictures here are students that are, having a good time during the summer program. And then the classes, I'll just quickly scroll through. You can look, at your time, but you can see all of these different classes. Like this is so many different classes. I think that's something that really makes our program stand out is that you're not required to do English unless you want to do English or, your level of English is very low, but usually it's not for students from Europe. And then you can choose what you want to do. So if you want to do film as literature, if you wanted to do geography, linguistics, musical theater, ecology, painting class, computer programming, robotics, there's just so many different choices. And so it's a great balance of having some academics in the morning and then just getting to do a lot of really fun things in the afternoon and evening.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's great. And how many weeks?
Yeah, so we have
3 weeks.
we have 2 2-week sessions.
4 weeks. Okay.
Yeah, so the full 4-week program is 4 weeks. The full program is 4 weeks, and then there's 2 2-week sessions, and students can come for either just 2 weeks or the full 4 weeks.
Or the 4. Okay.
Yep. Either way is fine. So. There we go.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kathy.
Excellent. Thank
We will
you.
meet again in Lisbon.
Yes. I can't wait.
2nd and 3rd of December. So if
Yeah.
you want, you can apply and meet Kathy, and we have a talk, a personalized talk. We arrange 30 minutes with her, and you can ask your specific questions, and we talk about the price and those details that the families, and it's nice for them to have you, Kathy, here in Portugal, face to face. Finally, we can have these meetings.
Yeah.
And so be free to join us to reach your way with any questions, or just apply to our event in December. And do you want to finish with a message, Kathy, for our students from Portugal, from Hungary, from Angola, from Brazil?
Oh, yeah, Angola. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Yeah, I mean, I guess, my message is just coming back to where we started, which is that idea of being who you are and becoming who you want to be. And I think that's a real message that resonates with anyone, no matter where they are, right? Because as humans, our goal is to be happy. Our goal is to live a fulfilling life. And so at Thornton Academy, we just offer so many different choices that you really can get on a path to living that fulfilling life that you want to in the future. So,
sounds great. Thank you. Thank you all very much for joining us. Bye-bye. See you soon.
Bye. Yeah.
Bye.